Well, hi, everyone. This is our last week of practicing some of the spiritual practices that we've introduced over the past few weeks. And I want to encourage you to pick a couple or three or four that really resonated with you and continue to do those. Make a habit out of some of them for a season. And so today we're going to look at the spiritual practice of fixed hour prayer. Maybe you've never heard of this, but it finds its roots in the Hebrew tradition of praying in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. The Jews would pray the Shema, which is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. During the time of Jesus, the Jewish tradition was to go to the temple at the 6th and the 9th hour, or at noon and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, in order to pray. The disciples continued to do this tradition where they prayed at fixed hours of the day. In Acts chapter 3, we read that one day Peter and John were going up to the temple at the time of prayer at 3 in the afternoon. And then in Acts chapter 10, it says about noon the following day, Peter went up on the roof to pray. It was their practice. It was their rhythm. The Didache, which was an early manual of Christian practices, actually encouraged believers to pray the Lord's Prayer 3 times daily. It was again this rhythm of prayer that ensured we attended to God throughout the day, where we gave him moments to focus on him and invite him into our lives. Now, I know in my life and probably in your life, you maybe think about God all day long, but do we stop to talk to him throughout the day? Do we have set times where we spend with him? Because what happens is that the tyranny of the urgent has a way of getting in the way, and we end up not having regular set times. I love what Kathleen Norris said, that she said it's the paradox of human life, that in worship, as in human love, it is in the routine and the everyday that we find the possibilities for the greatest transformation. It's in the routine, it's in the everyday. So ask yourself a couple of questions. First, when do you like to pray? Are there times of the day that resonate with you regarding some times where you could be with God? Second, do you have a system of reminding yourself of those times? Is it in your calendar? Do you have a reminder that goes off? I have a 8 o'clock slot every day that is for me to pray. And maybe if you have children, do you have specific times that you pray with them? So depending upon when you're watching this, I want you to set a timer or a calendar appointment for today. Okay, we're going to focus right now just on today, where you can spend some time in prayer. Don't wait for tomorrow to do this. Set a time, a fixed hour where you can pray. Maybe you can pray scripture. You can recite the Lord's Prayer. You can spend some time making your requests to God, to talk to him. So I want you to do that today. Set aside some time today. Now, going forward, I want you to set some time every day to take some time to be with God. Maybe it's the first thing in the morning, or maybe it's the lunch hour, or maybe it's at the end of the day when all the kids are in bed. And if you already have a set time, think about adding another time during the day as well. And there's a book, by the way, that I haven't read, but it comes highly recommended for anyone who wants to really implement fixed hour praying into their kind of rhythm. It's called The Divine Hours by Phyllis Tickle. And I encourage you to check that out. One last thing. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to sleep? I think all of us have those moments. And would you make a decision that the next time this happens, instead of turning on the television or laying quietly in the dark trying to get back to sleep, maybe just get up and take some time and pray. Say the Lord's Prayer. Focus your heart on God. Pray for your friends or your coworkers, your neighbors, your church, your city, your family. And I think it's important to have this fixed moment, because the tyranny of the urgent will always get in the way. So have a fixed hour, whether that's in the morning, at noon, in the middle of the day, or in the evening. Love you all, and have a wonderful day.